Well, the button has been pushed. The live stream button has been hit, and this begins our third live stream on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. It'd be my pleasure to press the digitate for you for the next, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20, I don't know. We'll do a loose 15, then maybe we'll do a little Q&A. So hopefully everything goes swimmingly. Last week we had some internet hiccups. My chat was off and recording, so we're going to try and plug through, work through the technical snafus that come along with streaming on the internet. Because learning hardcore sleight of hand and elegant presentations is not enough. We need to layer some technical internet issues along with all the prestidigitation, the legerdemain. All right, while I wait for the chat to get here, I'm just going to warm up a little bit with this deck of cards. No, they're not all there. I don't play with a full deck. But they're all different. That's what matters. Oh, we have chatters. I have a live audience, so this is good. I think this would be a nice way to do the magic. People always accuse me of using like camera tricks or edits, and maybe the pad's fake. So doing these lives is a good way for you to see it happen live and in color. So I'm going to bring it up close. I think maybe, oh, that's the advertisement. Here's your up close view for the following segment. We'll give them a little shuffle. Pardon me, I have to say shuffle. I have a problem saying shuffle. If I'm counting correctly, about 28 from the top is our first one. Oh, good. Yeah, I was counting correctly. That's going to put the other one, if you take that one away, that's -1 is 16 from the bottom. So that's simple math. If you're doing the math, just play along. Once you find the first two, hello chat, I see you there. Let me get through this card trick. Once you get through the first two, it's like birds of a feather. They flock together, so it makes it relatively easy to find number 3. Un, deux, trois. Number 4, about 25 from the top. We'll get it one-handed just because I can. Hot shot cut. Thank you, Daryl. That's all 4. And that's your ace trick warm-up. Kind of warm-up for me as well. Kind of a good way to get things grooving. I got the damn advertisement again. I am going to talk about my site, my shop, conjure.com. Because if I don't talk about it, no one else probably will. Well, it's a little laggy. I just got to work through it. I'm all in at this point. I'll only know if this goes better or worse if at the end of the stream. So we'll see. Plugging along. So I find those aces, right? I find them. Who knows where they were when I started? Before the show, I could have preset some crap or marked cards. You don't know. So I'm going to do this right in front of you. What we're going to do here, I'll tell you right away, is use the Crist fabulous 4-ace sequence. The trick's so good, this man thought enough to name it after himself, along with the fabulous adjective, the Crist fabulous 4-ace trick. All right, good to hear, Mickey. Thanks for keeping me posted. Like I need to worry about that. I'm going to bring you all up close again, and you can just see how clean this is. How clean this is. You could take note, there's no extra aces or anything like that, and you can see just how cleanly the ace goes into the chat, into the packet. What might be lagging is this camera. This camera is on Wi-Fi. So we'll find out. I don't know. We'll find out together. Watch ace number 2. I'll do it very cleanly into the packet. Hey. As far as things go, that's pretty clean. Number 3, I'll tell you what I'm going to use here is just a little bit of shenanigans, but just a little bit. There, I'm done. Maybe I won't use this camera anymore. Ace number 4, I'll try and get it in there, hands off on the table. It's the ace of spades, and there it goes. Okay, so finding the aces, that's the plot, that's the mystery. Here we go. Ace number 1, I just use a magic move. Okay, I'm going to switch cameras because we're getting the lag. It's got to be that camera. I'm going to pan down a little bit. That should solve the issues, hopefully, as we go in search of the 4 aces. Yeah. I got my phone hooked up as a second camera. I'm learning as I go. I need another webcam. I also need a couple $1 million. 1,000 would get me a good camera and audio. We'll get there. Finding the aces. The Crist fabulous 4-ace trick. That's the move. You know what that does? Hurts. Hurts my finger. It also makes one card turn over. Look, one card in the middle of the deck. One. Okay, that's an indicator card. That indicates I missed the ace. Or this, it's a 7. It could indicate, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the top. It's an indicator. There it is, the first one, the ace of hearts. Number 2, for the slow students and the drinkers, I'll just do the direct method. That's one tap, that's one ace, face up, right in the middle of the deck. That's 2 out of 3, that's not bad. Let's go for the third one. I'll mix it up a little bit. We'll use a magic spell. A magic spell, here we go. A-C-E is ace, O-F is of, H-E-A-R-T-S is hearts. That's a magic spell for ace number 3. Ace number 4, I'd really like to have a close-up of this, but hopefully y'all can see it okay. I'm gonna let you follow me as I go in search of the last one. I'm gonna use the upside down, all around, poker, shuffle. Hey Mikey, I said it. Now what you see is what I do. Some are shuffled up, some are shuffled down. Somewhere in this conglomeration is the last ace. So what I'm doing is I'm shuffling, is looking through the face-up cards, and if I don't see the ace in the face-up cards, this is going to indicate to me that it's probably one of the face-down ones. Where's your natural break when you need it, huh? If it's one of the face-down cards, that's going to narrow it down considerably. Yeah, that's going to narrow it down considerably. Let's see. Oh yeah, there you go. That's 51. Oh, there, the Curse of Scotland. It got me. That's 51 cards facing north, 1 card facing south. You don't suppose it'd make a fine finish if it was. Oh, the Ace of Spades. In fine monarch form. Extra carditioning for your entertainment. Visual pleasure. All right, I'm going to consider that trick. I want to maybe talk about the last thing I did. I feel like my volume's a little high. I'm going to go down just a little bit because technical things. The last sequence I did is called the Triumph Shuffle. I've posted a tutorial on that. If you guys haven't visited my main page, I know a lot of you guys find me on the shorts, but I have a whole bunch of content on the main page with longer form tutorials and history lessons and so on. And chat, I love you. We're going to chat after I do a couple more tricks. I just want to get through the magic, hopefully without too many technical snafus, and then we can spend some time chit-chatting. We'll do a little Q&A, and yes, indeed, Theory 11. Hey, Theory 11, how about that corporate sponsorship? Or maybe a brick or two now and again, you know? Hook a brother up. Is that too vague? All right, speaking of tricks I teach, this is, I did. I posted this week 2 ace tricks. 2 ace tricks, this is one of them. This is the first sleight of hand trick that I learned when I was a wee lad, or I was about 14. I learned this on a VHS tape, that archaic technology, which most of you probably don't even know what a VHS tape is, but I digress. It's a trick with the 4 aces, which is kind of good because it's easier to follow, you know? It's only 4 cards. I talk a lot, you know, I move fast. Some of you are drinking, so it's hard to follow a bunch. And of the 4, you only have to watch, you could follow 2, but really just one of the 2. I'll just use the red one. So either the Ace of Hearts or the Ace of Diamonds. It's your choice, whichever one you want to follow. And then you have to guess whether the Ace of Diamonds is on top or on the bottom. And if you guess either, that's a loser. Those are the black ones. It's a trick. Yeah, those are the red ones. Little bamboozlement going on there. And that's Doc Daley's last trick. Doc Daley's last trick is the name of that. What I'm doing on the tutorials, let me explain my jam. Every Wednesday, I've been uploading some beginner tricks from the Mark Wilson course in Magic. And this week we covered beginner card stuff. Before that, we covered basic card handling. I'm thinking next week, coins. I'm not sure. But every Wednesday, that's when that gets loaded up. And again, you can find that long content on my, it's a great trick. I use it all the time. I've used that trick for 37 years. 37 years. All right. All right, I got to get another camera because the phone isn't cutting the mustard. All right, here is our commercial. That's right, we have commercial interruptions. Fortunately, the commercial interruptions are magic tricks. I'm gonna blow up. That sounds painful. Do I ever wear the fedora? Only rarely, but how's that? How am I looking? I usually wear this when I'm in show mode, you know? If I'm feeling extra fancy, I put the fedora on. And I think this is more of a, well, it's a slash pork pie. It's not really a fedora, but kind of like that. It's my Walter White look. That's what it is. That was the comment of the day yesterday. You're like the Walter White of magic. What is going on here? What are these? These are the latest in trick deck technology, powered by Microsoft. Pretty fancy. It doesn't work all the time, but when it works, it's pretty cool. And I want a close-up, so let me see if you can see what's happening. There's nothing here, there's nothing there, there's very little up here, but I'm gonna digress. Here's the trick. If I just send a little mental energy, hold on, let me overact this. That's enough. I send a little mental energy into the deck and we get a card to print. It's a 2. It's just a face, there's no back because I didn't think of the back, and that's the only card I got. But it doesn't have to be that. And it can be the back. Let me just, you think of it, you get the back. But no face, because I didn't think of the face. So if you just clear your mind, you can go right back where we started. Nothing here nor there, no cards at all. Continuing, you can think of more than the 2, like if okay, that's enough acting. If I wanted to think of something different, like, oh, let's say oh, that's a 2. Something different, yeah, like an ace is a good card, or you could think of a 9, or you could think of a, here, let me overdo this. I'm gonna concentrate on a whole deck. 52 pasteboards, fronts and backs, backs and faces, the whole pack. Is this real life? What is going on here? Is that really, keep it in frame, Doug. But like all good things, nothing lasts forever. Let me do a quick visual pop, and we'll go right back where we started. Nothing here, nothing there, and still nothing here. Mental photography. It's a trick deck. It's available at conjure.com, and it's easy to do. That's my commercial. Not too bad, right? As far as commercials go. Who disliked? I've got one hater. Hey man. If I don't have haters, I'm not doing it right. 2 more tricks, and then we're going to chat. I'm going to speak on this, because earlier this week, before I did the easy card trick lesson, I did a little history lesson on Alex Elmsley. Alex Elmsley is one of the great geniuses of magic. He's one of my all-time heroes. I think one of the most creative magicians to walk the planet. And in the late 60s, he created a technique that revolutionized card magic called the Elmsley count. And I kind of did a deep dive, but I looked at about 5 or 6 different tricks that you can do with the Elmsley count. At the end of the video, I teach the Elmsley count in Elmsley's original 4-card trick, which is a winner. If you want to learn some basic sleight of hand, go check out my Monday video, the Alex Elmsley history lesson. So this is my most recent Elmsley count trick, and that's why I'm doing it. I do about 30 Elmsley count tricks, but this is the one I've learned last. I had a lot of good time doing it, and I hope you enjoy it as well. So here it's the whole thing for your entertainment pleasure, the whole thing, and here's why. See that card? It's a card with a hole. It's a card with a hole. That's in contrast to this card, which is a whole card. It's a whole card. And this card is a whole card. It's a whole card too. And this is another card with a hole. So that's where we start. It's also important to know that the whole cards are red on the back. They're red on the back. And that's important to know because if I put a whole card on top of the whole card, now it creates this illusion of a spot card. See that? And the same can be true for both of them. Now, if you'd like to make this magical, you just add a little bit of laser breath. Look what happens. That spot card becomes whole. It doesn't rub off. It's on there. Who's laughing now? Or furthermore, look, we could do this. Tippy tappy tap tap tap. You have to say that or the trick don't work. If you say it just right, you get a whole bunch of spots. It's a whole bunch of spots. Alternatively, you could do this. You could take the whole card with the whole card and make the whole look a whole lot bigger. It looks a whole lot bigger, right? It's not. No, it's actually a spot card with a hole. The spot card with the hole, that's why. So we have a whole spot card, a whole bunch of spots, a spot card with the hole. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That's my story. I'm stuck with it. I hope you liked it. Thank you, Emerson and West. Thank you, Daryl Martinez, for the jumbo version. And thank you, Dan Johnson. If you're out there, I've been enjoying your trick. I found that Dan loaned me the trick to shoot, and I've just been doing it, overdoing it. I did find some of these on eBay. I'll be buying my own this week, and that's the whole story. Whee! Yeah, chickenpox cards. That's what it is. All right, if you've made it this far, we have one more trick to do, one more piece to prestidigitation. This is cool. We're running right at about the loose 15. I wanted it to. I'll tell you what, I really want you to see this one well. So I'm going to come up a little closer to the camera. Let me get rid of all the visual things that might confuse the eyes, and we'll bring this in a little bit tighter, and then we'll do chat. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for the kind words. I see you chatting. I'm just trying to do the trick so when people watch this later, hopefully we'll get some views and they can enjoy the magic, and then we'll take a little extra time and talk some things. I'm gonna hang out here about, I don't know, 4:40, 4:45. Maybe. Okay, so here's the grand finale. Modesty prevents me from saying how grand it actually is, but trust me, I've seen this before. It's a pretty good one. You might be familiar with this. This is something that you'll see on street corners, on the backs of buses. It's a little game, the game of hanky poo. The black's for me, the red's for you, and look, hey diddle diddle, she's the one in the middle. It's the 3-card Monty, the old scam where the dealer mixes up the cards, and they ask you to bet where the money card is. You bet where the queen is. And no matter where you bet, you lose. Yeah, look, if you bet the bottom, a lot of people just think it's still in the middle. They'll bet there. That's always a bad bet, the bet where you think it is. And then some people will take that sure bet of the top. That's a sure loser. So what? Yeah, it's not on the top, it's not on the bottom, and it's not in the middle. It's just not. Not until the dealer needs it. And then check it out. That card will come right back. There's the queen. Now this can be done with blinding speed. Keep your eye on the queen and see if you can catch it as it jumps over here. Yeah, and that's a 9. I'll do it again even though no one asked. Here, watch the queen. See if you can catch the queen as it goes to the table, to my hand, and that's a 9. Some say, how does he do it? Others say, why? Here's how. It's one of the adjustable queens. Consider this privileged information for gambling. No wagering. There's no wagering here. No. Watch. It's the queen. Watch what happens if I give a little tug on the end. It's adjustable. See how it gets a little bit longer? Yeah, a card like that is easier to manipulate. Alternatively, if you squeeze it on the ends, it'll get wider on the sides. It gets a little bit wider on the sides. That works too. But that's not the best way to cheat the Monty. No, no, no. No, the best way to cheat the 3-card Monty is this. What you want to get is a queen that's just a little bit smaller. Yeah, you get a queen that's a little bit smaller than the 9s. That's the real secret to the 3-card game. 3-card Monty. Hey, don't tell I told, okay? I get in trouble for exposing. Makes the magicians mad. They're already mad at me now for talking about the Mark Wilson course, but that's the plastic surgery routine. Basically let me just see how nice this would be if we had a second camera. It would be like professional. We'll get it. I'll get a second webcam because I'm made of money. An entertainer during the pandemic. It's like I got it flowing out of my pockets. I got so much I don't know what to do with it. All right, for those of you that have been enjoying the magic for the stream, that completes our official presentation. Thank you, hope you enjoyed it. Now we're just gonna get loosey-goosey and let's see what the chat wants to talk about today. You know what, Drew, are you still in the chat? Let me, there's an interesting question. Do I have kids? Yeah, I have 3 baby goats. They're very cute. I I have 3 beautiful daughters, and they have made me 3 wonderful granddaughters. So I'm overflowing with girls. It is nice. It is nice. Hey, diddle, diddle. That's an old, little game of hanky-poo. The red's for me, the black's for you. Can we see the goats? We had an internet hiccup. We got through the magic before the hiccup. You know what I could do? It's too late now. I had this on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it froze for a second. It froze for a minute. We should be back. Thankfully, we got through the magic before it froze too much. Where do I live? I live outside of New Orleans in Louisiana, USA. I've been here for about 30 years. Old 3-card, yeah, so I street perform in the French Quarter. Drew's got an old 3-card monty pamphlet. What's the name of it, buddy? Hey, Drew, I'm adding you as a moderator, man. Drew, you're a moderator now. Just in case anything gets crazy and I don't see it. I don't know how you do that, but you're the only one I know and trust enough to do this. So if someone gets stupid, boot them out for me. Charlie, yeah, thanks for noticing. I've been on Crazy Town with the subscriptions. I attribute that to YouTube Shorts, which is a fun platform. I got my start kind of I've been on YouTube since 2006, and it's been a roller coaster, right? I've tried a couple times, and I've always had crappy gear. So finally, I got a good iPhone. It's enough for me to do this. And the pandemic gave me the time to focus online. So I started with TikTok, generated some nice momentum there, and then focused on YouTube. And YouTube's going to kind of get my lion's share of the energy for a while. That's the plan. Greetings from everyone from out of the country, Egypt, India. It's so cool that this is an international event. I love it. Nathan, the feed is up and down. I'm on Wi-Fi. I had to do that because of my phone camera, but the phone camera is not a thing anymore. So technical details. This is my 3rd live stream. I'm going to work this all out. We'll get there. How old am I? I'm 52. Am I ever on stage? Occasionally, although I prefer close-up or parlor magic. So yeah, I do sleight of hand, so it's generally close-up work. I do a lot of street performing as well when I can. And so that's a stage. You make your own stage. I work in the French Quarter, Jackson Square. Kenny's handsome. Hello from Belize. I'd love to visit Belize. Charlie, thanks again for the kind words. I couldn't be more blessed with this warm reception I'm getting from the internet. It's like keeping me sane. I feel like one of the chosen blessed ones of my entertainer friends. There's so many that aren't able to do anything or haven't done anything, and it's so many entertainers not having any outlet to express themselves. So feel lucky. Thank you all for being part of that. Yeah, do I have animals? I have 3 cats. I don't have goats. Goats. I have 3 cats. I lied about the goats. No, my family doesn't do magic. My daughter, one of them does some, and maybe we'll get her on here one day to do a little tricking. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put her on my stream, and she does the cups and balls and the Svengali deck. So when it's time to sell some magic, I'm gonna put her on the TikTok demoing the tricks. My shop is conjure.com. I had one in the French Quarter for a while, but now, whoops, it happened. Now I just have this website. Coming this week, I'm adding downloads. What? Yeah, we're going to break into the new millennium, the information age, and give people what they want, which is download magic. I got access to over 3,000 video files, magic that I learned in the 90s, in the early 2000s, from guys like Mike Amar, Doc Eason, Daryl, Dan Harlan, Dean Dill. I'm going to get to share a lot of my knowledge and give you the resources you need to learn this stuff. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I love cats too. Medium rare, usually. That's why I have 3, in case the first one doesn't cook well. That's a total joke. No, I love my animals. Here's my, they're not, sometimes they come to the magic. Look, how can you donate? Just right now, like and share the work, and that will all work out. I'm going to get to where I need organically. I should be monetized on YouTube in the near future. That'll help. I'm almost there. Do a trick without trick cards. Yeah, maybe we could do one more trick. I'll do one more. Who is that? Hisoka Spades. Hisoka, let's do a card trick together. Now, I'm not going to post all 3,000 vids, Drew. I'm going to cherry pick like the best 20. I'm not going to put a bunch of crap on my website. I'm only going to sell the good stuff. Hisoka, I want you to do a trick with me. Here's the deal, man. I'm going to ask you to name a card in a minute. I think it's Hisoka, all right? Look, these are all different. I think they're all there. We'll find out in a minute. Here's the thing. I'm going to put these jokers. These are the jokers. They're going to go together in the center of the pack. So there's the jokers in the middle of the deck. And Hisoka, I would like you to name any card. So just type a card into the chat. Whatever card you name, I'm going to make appear between those two jokers. So hurry up, but take your time. Any card you like, the card you name will appear between those two jokers. The Jack of Spades. Here we go. The Jack of Spades. I can't say that anymore. I was going to say magic words, but I learned they're not good words. I'll just do this. Done. The magic is done. Did you see it happen? Yeah, when I did that, look what happened. One of the jokers climbed its way to the top of the pack. What is that? One of the jokers climbed its way to the face of the pack, thereby eliminating every card in between the jokers, the Jack of Spades included. Voila. There's your trick. Any card named between the jokers. Thank you. If you didn't like that, hang on. The fun's just begun. Keep your eye on the two jokers. We'll go riffle style. There we go. Gone from the face, gone from the back, traveling into the center of the pack, trapping one card between the jokers. There's your trick without trick cards, the Jack of Spades. Hey, we got there. We're going to consider that a bonus effect. Hey, Jaylene, I said it. Flores. Buenas noches. Yeah, power positivity. I find it in a bottle of vodka every day. It's comedy with magic. If you don't find it funny, it might be magic. I drink maybe once a month. I'm not a drinker. Not. So yeah, look, I'm going to say this. I got a couple, I said it already, but I'm saying it again. On the conjure.com, I have some beginner tutorials. I have a classroom there that's got things organized. I do have these videos on YouTube as well, some beginners things, but it's a little easier to navigate on the website, I think. And I also have some beginners props, cups and balls, sponge balls, things like that, trick decks. I think I did a couple of those. I could do it again, but I won't. You know, they say you only do a trick once. The theory is this: the first time is entertainment, the second time is education. No, you don't want to do that. That's too many requests, dude. Look, guess what? You're on timeout. Too many requests equal put user in timeout. Yeah, Benny, that's the real secret. Benny knows where it's at. It's all herbal, all natural goodness. The sponge balls I carry in the shop are Goshman Super Soft 1.5 inchers. 1.5 inchers. You can visit the site and look at that if you like. I don't think I'm going to do any more magic, man. I think okay, you're forgiven, Drew. And plus, like, I sprung you on moderator duties unbeknownst without even asking. So there's like 0 penalties for that. You know, Benny, I got buddies in Michigan. I want to be there. I want to be anywhere that's not legal. Anywhere that's legal. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at Colorado, Nevada. Hopefully with the Democrats in office, everything will be legal soon and it won't matter. I mean, I'm not political, but that's my hope. That's the only reason I'm political, is because they're like lenient on that end. Can I put you in my video on my fave magician? Well, sure. How can I stop you? There, you've got credit. Just, you know, try not to embarrass us. Coin magic, please. Okay. You said please, so. Comedy, magic, and cats. I'm the trifecta of perfectionism. Whoosh! Let me warm up just a little bit. And I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cook a pot roast tonight, so I gotta get that going. And thank you for that compliment. Here's bonus coin magic. So after doing the main magic and then doing one encore trick, and now we're going overboard. So I'm a sucker for people that say please. Yeah, thank you, Drew. Drew's filling in the blank there. All right. So I haven't done much coin magic today. I got to find the shell. Okay, I found it. Now I got to warm up a little bit. This is I use the friction coefficient technique to limber the digits. Anybody familiar with the friction coefficient method? I made it up last Tuesday, so it hasn't really got the recognition it deserves. But hey, I'm trending on YouTube, so maybe we'll get it out there. The heat is the friction that warms up the metal. It softens the coin. So if you know how, and I do, you can squeeze it. You can squeeze it until it's completely naked to the invisible eye. Which is a small joke rarely laughed at. If you just reverse the friction, you reverse the friction for the unblinking camera eye. Always a good time performing magic for the camera. Here, I'll use the sleeve. We'll send it right up the sleeve. Well, sometimes I'll send it down the sleeve. Down the sleeve. Oh, that's a little too far. I got it. And lastly, but not leastly, I'll endeavor to do the same thing with all 4 coins right before your eyes. I used to do this behind your eyes, but that trick didn't work. So now I do it this way. Watch as the coins appear to vanish and reappear one at a time. They travel like a ghost through a castle wall, like the sands flow through the Sahara. Follow the leader, that's number 2. That's number 3. And that's all 4. Boy, I never practiced this trick with this horrible camera angle. Let's try this. Let's try this again. And before I do it, I'm going to urge you, get all blinked up. Get your blinking out right now. You're going to miss it. All right, here we go. Did you blink? Let's try it this way. We'll go long distance, diagonal. From here over to this side. I know, right? It scares me too. I don't even have cable TV. I just have mirrors. I watch this. This is my fun. This is the bank shot. Off the bottom over to the left. Like a bank shot in a pool game. All right? So from here over to here. And then it goes over here to this side. Tradition is to bring the last coin to join the other 3. I'm going to break tradition here, and we're going to bring the other 3 to join the last 1. That looks like this. That's all 4 together, and there is your encore. Thank you for saying please coin trick. That will conclude our magical exhibition. Can I do a tutorial? You know, if you want to learn about this trick, I'm going to send you back to my main page. I did a coin assembly history lesson that will tell you what you need to learn or know about this trick. It's not a tutorial because I can't, it would take like 3 days of tutorials to do this. So, and plus a lot of this is like, it's like just giving the secret away for not a lot. Some secrets are worth working for. If you want it, work for it. I put the pathway out there for you. You can find it. On Mondays, I do a history lesson, which has a little information, and usually a tutorial to go with that. It's not really a tutorial. My goal with the Monday lessons are to inspire students to dig deeper. I could hand you everything on a platter, but I would rather inspire you to read or get a good video, and learn that way. Wednesdays are my main tutorial days. That's where I focus on beginner magic. Right now we're focusing on the Mark Wilson course, working our way through this wonderful treatise. Thursdays are my live day, and then Friday I do whatever I want. I get to be an artist on Friday. So last week it was the cut and restored rope. What am I going to do tomorrow? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. So that's, you know, sometimes I tell secrets. I think this new day and age brings a different era for magic. I'm rolling with the punches. And, well, thank you for the kind. So nice to get the good mojo in the chat. All right, y'all. Hey, that's my 35-ish minutes. A Hogwarts graduate. I actually graduated from Michigan University, right next to the legal state. Thank you for your subs. I've been doing magic for about 38 minutes now. Boink. 40-something years. All right, guys, that's the end of the Q&A. That's the end of my stream. I thank y'all for hanging out. Stay tuned. Like, follow, share. Do all that, you know, subscribe. I have to say that or I'm not a YouTuber. And thanks for tuning in every Thursday at 5 p.m. That's my jam. I'll see you next week, and I'll see you on the YouTubes. Thank y'all for hanging out once again. Au revoir.